Hello, Internet. Welcome to the Kanti Show. I am the host, Kanti. Joining us today is going to be Goutmister.
Hello.
Satan.
Yellow.
Skull Panda.
Yellow.
And Spirax. How's it going, Spirax? Alright, this is our first attempt, most likely a failed attempt at a podcast. Today's topic is going to be favorite things. So, let's get this started. Let's start with anime. What is everyone's favorite anime if we all watch it?
Cowboy Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop. Why?
It's got a great storyline, great animation, and also really great music.
True. Very true. What about you, Satan, you otaku piece of shit?
Fuck off. I'd basically say the same thing. Cowboy Bebop is probably one of my favorite ones. I have multiple ones, but Cowboy Bebop is probably one of the only ones that I like.
Right. Spirax, what about you?
I agree with Satan on the Cowboy Bebop, but the first one I've ever seen was Dragon Ball Z, and I'd have to go with that.
Ah, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Are you
It
talking?
doesn't like a random storyline that has nothing to do with constant fighting.
Right, and people screaming for 4 episodes just to get a power up.
Exactly. So why not?
How about you, Skull?
I'm gonna break away and I'm gonna say Outlaw Star. Classic sci-fi pulp fiction anime.
It's a really good anime.
Yeah.
I do have to
Yeah, that'd
agree.
be probably my next
It
best.
seems a consensus of Adult Swim / Toonami anime.
I do want to go outside the line here and just say, because apparently everybody kind of picked something from that, I do want to go outside that and say that one of my first experiences was a really good one, and that was Mushishi. Wonderful, absolutely beautiful art style, and Ginkgo is just, he's a badass, that's all I can say.
Mine, if you can't tell by the name, is actually FLCL. I love the fact that every viewing is a little bit different. It doesn't have one good thing about it, it has many good things. One thing I personally like is the relationship of Naota over the 6 episodes that's involved in, and his relationship with Haruko. Yeah. And another good anime, doing some old school otaku shit, is Fist of the North Star, because he can punch you in the face and it blows up, and it's just badass. So, but I'm curious, Satan. You will probably, the audience will probably notice you are the most agreeable son of a bitch ever. And I'm going to change the subject a little bit. What is your worst anime that you've ever seen that's not a hentai?
The worst one I've ever seen that's not a hentai? Oh,
That's a lot, isn't it? A lot to take in.
because there's a lot of bad ones out there. There is a lot of bad ones, but there's a decent amount of good ones, and there's just some that are like they're meh. They're not terribly good to remember.
Just
but
say
they're not
one, for
bad.
fuck's sakes, man.
I can't think of one right now. Dragon Ball GT is probably one of the worst ones I've seen during that time. But,
I would agree with you that GT is one of the worst I've ever seen.
but I mean,
It's terrible.
At the same time, for it being a fan-made thing, it wasn't terrible, but it was one of the bad, actual animes. That was
What about you,
produced.
Gout?
I can't remember the name of it, but the premise of the show, it was kind of like giant mechs in a sense, but it was not the good kind. I think it started with an X or something, but it just...
Xenosaga?
Rexathon or a Rexathon?
That's it.
A Rexathon, or I can't pronounce it. I know-
It's okay. Where we are at, it's all 4 white guys sitting in a room, so it's fine. Fuck Japan, anyway.
It was not a very good anime from the get-go. I started watching it, and it just, to me, it didn't hold any good sense for an anime.
Real quick, while we're on the topic of mechas and animes, 2 good mecha animes would be Gundam HMS Team and Eureka 7, or Eureka 7.
Eureka 7 is good.
Oh yeah, Big O.
Batman with a mech. That's all I gotta say. Batman with a mech.
Big O was great.
And a shitload of opera music.
Yes. The second season sucked, though. Oh my god.
Okay, so for you, what would Skull Panda? What would be the worst anime you've encountered?
Worst anime. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to go with Naruto. The original series, the English dub was just god awful to me. It was the worst anime I've ever seen.
After
The constant believe it nonsense like made my ears bleed.
Habib it.
Twerk house.
That's something that I wanted to ask. The dub version of Naruto, I would agree, is like complete other shit. But the actual anime, where the subbed version was
Right, the sub version
fantastic. It was
pretty good.
better than a lot of the Shippuden, is what people were saying.
I will disagree with you on that. After the whole tournament arc, he just stops. Basically, Naruto passed the tournament arc when Sasuke's gone. The whole that development was good, but the filler was just
Hold
shit.
on, really quick. Like,
Every anime's filler shit.
That's true.
really quick, around the point where they started doing the Sasuke and his brother thing, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really good in Shippuden. But my worst anime I've ever seen, Prince of Tennis.
Yeah, Prince of Tennis is
Hey, don't
pretty
reduce
boring.
Prince of Tennis.
I don't want to watch teenage boys play tennis. That's just not what I'm into.
And
Well,
have
then that
weird-
doesn't mean the anime is bad. It just means it's
no.
one that you don't like.
No, just no. What about you, Spirax? Worst anime you've ever seen?
I've always disliked Evangelion.
Oh, fuck off, you piece of shit! Oh,
Hey, we're just asking
you
opinions.
pleb!
Hey,
You don't understand the complexities of it.
Right? Hey, I just don't like it. It's gay. That's all I have to say. It's gay.
All right, let's.
No, that's just stingy. Fuck him. Oh, little emo bastard.
Well, let's put it this way. No anime is bad. Just the opinion of what you don't like, I think, is what we're trying to go here. So
Yeah.
he doesn't like that one. We can't disagree with that. We can't argue.
I know there's people that hate it.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Stupid fat fuck.
Fuck you, Spirax, you scrawny piece of shit. Anyway, let's go
Hey,
back.
thanks.
Let's go back to favorite things. Sorry, Gout's
new.
Gout's little cigaro, whatever the fuck it's pronounced, is grape, and it's delicious smelling, but I can't breathe.
Quick review for Swisher Sweet Cigarellos.
Today is sponsored, by the way.
The white grape, it's amazing.
Where do you even get those? Where are they going?
Look it up. It's right there.
Just at your general convenience store, like a gas station or something like that.
Hey, you probably get cigarillos in Kanti. You gotta go to like a cigar shop.
You don't have to, no, not here at least.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here in our wonderful state of Oklahoma, you can buy pretty much most cigarette products at 7-Eleven. However, beer is only 3.2.
Now,
Yay.
as far as big cigars go, which I do tend to smoke from every once in a while, you do have to go to specialty tobacco shops to get that.
Yes.
Not a good thing though. Is Oklahoma has a lot of the places that'll actually have like all the products to make your own cigarettes and cigars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's some places that actually don't have that.
And if you go outside the city and go to where the Native Americans live, what we call the reservations, you can buy cigarettes dirt cheap because they don't tax you. And it goes towards helping their tribes because they mostly live in trailer parks and it's a shithole. But anyway, other than that,
trash cans so fucking.
we are going to probably be smoking some hookah very soon. So Skull Panda is running around like an idiot.
Why the hell
More
we're
than
smoking
normal.
hookah while we're trying to talk? I had no fucking clue.
Because,
Okay.
I want to hear the...
The mostly thing you're going to be hearing is.
All right, so to keep this going, I need to move on to the next topic.
All right.
As far as favorites go, so kind of up in the air, Spirax. I'm going to let you just pick a random topic that we can go from.
Let's see.
Other than
Go on to
climaxes.
that car topic, but I don't think any of you have a knowledge of cars except for Catman. I don't know, I have to think about that. Next person.
I was thinking movies.
All right.
Movies?
Movies, not boobies. Because it's kind of hard to show what your favorite tits are on a podcast because you can't
No,
really see it.
there's always the sandbag ones, like, and of course
the
you know,
the
version
eggs,
of hang titties.
the eggs that are hanging from a
themselves.
nail. Yeah, those kind.
No, there's a lot of them. You just gotta figure out.
Well, you know what? We could just go by some that I've seen, because I'm you know me, I don't fucking watch movies at theaters, and I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any of the newer ones. I just got done watching Amazing Spider-Man 2.
As far as
Spider-Man.
movies go, should we go with our favorite movie, or should we go with the most recent movie that we've seen that we were impressed by?
I would say favorite movie, and then to build upon that, movies we recently seen that we liked.
Okay, so let's see. Satan, go first.
Because you go first, because we asked you to. You don't have to whisper. This is a.
It was a mental note, bro.
This is
me
a
talking to
conversation
myself.
for everybody. But
Anyways,
go.
I think the favorite one that I've actually seen here recently probably was
Not recent, just favorite.
Just favorite.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, that's kind of hard because I have a lot of them. Like, I'm basically the Star Wars. Which one was it? It was.
You say prequels, I'll burn you.
I was going to say the Star Wars: The Phantom Menace was the one that I liked.
You hear that?
Better not burn me.
Doesn't sound like fucking death.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Kanti, what's your favorite movie?
Let's see. It's a toss-up between Kung Pao Enter the Fist or the Kentucky Fried Movie as comedy.
Chosen one!
I'm coming! Yes, I can do that all day, but God, like, the way they made the movie is basically, they did it all in green screen, and it's just, it's a really good movie when it comes to editing, because it's awesome. Get out?
Chosen one?
So, as far as my favorite movies go, I'm going to have to say it's the Butterfly Effect, the very first one. Now, there were several others that came out after, but they were just pretty much straight to DVD or TV only
There were
appearances.
sequels?
Yeah, there was like 4 movies, but the first one is by far, well, it's really the only good one. But it's such a great movie. Aside from, it also has a really messed up side to
It
it.
has Ashton Kutcher, that's why.
Well, no, it has child rape in it, so that's why it's.
Oh,
really
that's a
messed up.
great... You know a movie's great when you see a kid get diddled forcibly.
Well, you don't see it, but it implies it very strongly.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Lucas isn't here right now, so I will
The
say
Skull Panda.
his favorite movie, or sorry, Skull Panda. I will say his favorite movie was Showgirls.
I thought it was the Princess Notebook or Diaries or whatever. the hell
Yo,
that
we
movie
can't
was.
diss the Showgirls.
Yeah, the chick from Saved by the Bell, I think, was in it. What about yours, Spirax?
My favorite movie, I'd have to say it's between Tommy Boy and
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Stop making noise.
Okay, just get to it.
no idea.
No idea? Just Tommy
No
Boy?
idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say Tommy Boy. That's one of my favorites.
It's a pretty good one.
Yeah. No fat guy in a low coat. There's nothing better than that.
Indeed.
Alright, so Satan, as far as your recently seen movies, what would that be?
I was actually the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I haven't watched the 300, the Empire Rise one.
I heard that's horrible.
Is it? Man.
Yeah.
But the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I've watched that one recently. And that actually surprised me. They did pretty good with it from
Did you
what I
cry
can
at
tell.
the end a little bit?
At the end, it's kind of like, oh man,
Yeah,
that's gonna
I
suck.
know.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Sorry.
that's all we gotta make is.
Anywho,
Okay, so Kanji?
Guardians of the Galaxy. My God, that was... From what I've seen of previews, I thought, what the hell, a talking raccoon in a tree. This is going to be stupid, but I've seen it and it was amazing. I actually kind of want to read the comics, even though I don't read comics that much anymore. It was awesome. What about you, out?
As far as most recent scene, I wouldn't even say it was like a favorite recently seen, but Transcendence was a really good movie.
That was a great movie.
It was really good.
Not
Yeah.
directed by Tim Burton, but has Johnny Depp.
No, I don't think it's directed by Tim Burton, but it was really good and really makes you think about the future a lot. So,
So is that in
Um,
theaters still, or is that on DVD?
no, it's out now.
It's out on the cloud.
Skull Panda,
Yes.
your favorite movie of all time, followed by your favorite movie you've recently seen.
Favorite movie of all time would go to Starship Troopers, but most recent favorite movie, probably Godzilla, the one that just came out.
Most recent.
Yeah, Godzilla.
All 20 minutes of them on screen.
Despite him not being on screen for very long, it was still a very good movie.
Good thriller movie.
The green box. Grab the
Kind
green
of
box.
thrill-ish movie. I'm curious to see what they do with the next one.
Yeah, even though he wasn't on there for very long, they did do a good job on portraying him, what they were trying to actually show him as. With
Now, if the next movie has Mothra, it has to have two twin Japanese girls singing the praises on how the great goddess of Mothra is here to save the world. If not, it is not true to the source material. That's all I gotta say.
Well, it's a remake, but you know.
But
it's
still,
okay.
I want to see
It's-
two little Japanese girls singing about Mothra, Mothra.
It's an American
Of
remake, so I
course.
highly doubt they're actually going to have that on there.
Never mind. Where's the...
We are currently trying to find tongs so that we can. They should be inside the green box.
I will say, though, out of all the remakes of Godzilla, this is by far
We're down there.
the best one that they've done
you,
so
Devin.
far.
If you will notice, we will probably go by our real names, but we'll try to go by our internet monikers
Really
because.
quick, any
yay.
preferred flavor?
No pumpkin pie.
No pumpkin pie?
No pumpkin pie.
You want to just go with
No
those?
pumpkin.
We can just go with.
The quack.
Today's sponsored shisha is going to be Quack Quack. Delicious, delicious Quack Quack. Take a hit, make it quit. It's Quack Quack
Who's it by?
Haze Tobacco.
by Hayes Tobacco. Product whoring at its best.
What's going on? What are we doing? Oh, you guys were getting your drugs in your system. I forgot.
Yeah,
Drugs.
our nicotine.
I wish it had
first
some
of all,
stuff.
Yeah.
I wish it had stuff in it.
Nicotine is a drug.
Well, it is a drug, technically, or at least that's what they're trying to say.
Right. So, what was your What was your anticipated movie? I forgot. Spirax? Yes.
What, anticipated movie?
Yeah, the one that you seen recently that you were like, this is the tits.
I like Godzilla.
So Godzilla?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah for Godzilla.
Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, so Kanti kind of used it out of context, but as far as anticipated movie, that would be kind of an upcoming movie that you really want
Yeah,
to see.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, the fuck you talking about? Anticipated movie.
So, okay, so as far as anticipated movie, what would that be for you?
I mean, what's coming out? I don't really pay attention.
Oh, okay.
Me and you both.
I just see something come up like,
It's dirty.
hey, new movie, blah blah blah.
Did they ever?
Okay.
I'm like, alright, I'll go watch it. It has Tom Cruise in it.
All right.
Tom Cruise.
Well,
I'm about to head out. I'm about to head out and do something. My most anticipated movie is going to be Left Behind with Nicolas Cage, and I'll be right back with that.
You're so bad about Nicolas Cage.
Okay, so let's see what most worst recent movie is. Or your most recent movie.
We're still anticipated, dude.
Oh,
Chill.
are we?
Relax. Slow
Okay.
down.
I didn't.
Slow down.
Slow your roll.
Slow your roll.
Nah.
All right. Anticipated. Did the Marvel's Avengers version come out? Wasn't it Guardians of the Galaxy?
No, Avengers: Age of Ultron it's yet to come out. It's still being made, but it should be coming out soon. And that's actually what I was going to say is my most anticipated, alongside, which hasn't been confirmed yet, the Sinister Six of the Amazing Spider-Man series.
Ooh.
Oh, they're actually coming out with that? Oh, that's gonna be great.
That actually would be pretty awesome.
That just made my balls wet.
Okay.
Kanti is holding his petrified wood in my face.
Indeed. It is thick, it is old, and it's petrified.
It's hard.
It's
Oh
fine.
my.
It's hard. Anyways,
So,
getting off this bad topic.
Skull Panda, as far as your most anticipated would go, what would that be?
Huh? Most anticipated?
Yeah.
The ones that's not come out yet.
Most anticipated. Give me a second here. Probably. I would probably say Avengers: Age of Ultron. I'm really excited to see what that, or maybe the Batman versus Superman.
Oh man, I do want to see that.
Ben Stiller as Batman.
How that movie goes.
Huh?
Batman like faces Superman. Superman punches him in the face. He's dead. Movie over.
I'm sorry, but it's Ben Affleck as Batman. I just see him in Good Will
I can't take
Hunting.
it serious. I can't take him serious.
Batman and
After-
Julie.
After he
No.
ruined Daredevil, I mean, it's kind of it for me with him. But still, I still want to see the movie because I don't know if you've seen it yet, but you should search for the images of the new Batmobile. It's just incredible.
Wait, he ruined Daredevil? I thought he did pretty decent.
No, I'm pretty sure Ben Affleck in any superhero movie is just like.
Well, you gotta think, that's his first superhero movie, so you've gotta
That's not
give
his.
That's not his first.
It's not
Daredevil
his first?
was his first.
Well,
where he was
that's-
like that
that's what I'm
retard
saying.
boy.
Movie.
That's what I'm talking about. The Daredevil was his first one of actually trying to portray a superhuman. So, and it wasn't really a superhuman. It was just a basically normal person that was just that basically had his eyes. Wasn't it like irradiated or something like that?
Yeah, he had some acid
Classy.
on his eyes.
So, I mean, you can't blame him for that being the first genre of actual superheroes that he's done and try to portray, and
no,
it's going to be
no,
bad.
I'm gonna blame him for that.
But we'll have to find out how he does when he's Batman. I mean,
I'd
No,
almost-
Christian Bale played the best Batman, I think, hands down.
I'm not gonna agree with that. Michael Keaton is the best Batman.
Who's
Adam
the-
West. Your argument's invalid. Adam West.
You don't know who Michael Keaton is?
No.
What?
which one was he in?
The originals.
Oh, I thought it was Adam West that was the original.
No, he's in a TV series.
Right here. Right here.
Yeah, Adam West is cuckoo for
Are we
Cocoa
talking
Puffs, I
about
like it.
black and white originals?
No, we're talking about television that most people know of popularity.
Adam West was on the original TV series, not the black and white. That was, I can't remember his name. But on the first 3 movies, it's Michael Keaton.
First
two. The
Oh, just
third
the
one
first two?
had George Clooney, and that one's a piece of shit.
Wait, so George Clooney was
Batman.
Batman and Robin. That was
Where
George
they
Clooney.
have the Batman nipples.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yes.
That was an abomination.
I know my abortions on film. Thank you very much.
Going back into a bit of an older class movie, Much Ado About Nothing, great portrayal in movie sense for a William Shakespeare.
He did that one.
Oh, wait, what's
we
it?
were trying to figure out how to burn things, so I apologize if.
Yeah, we're in the
The
middle of
host.
starting our hookah up, so...
Are we still on the fucking movie topic? I thought we were gonna go to like a next.
No. It's a podcast. We honestly we don't know what the fuck we're doing, so talk about whatever.
Well, right now, we're still going to be on
I
movies.
got a topic. Best sex position.
Wait, what?
Best sex position
Yes.
Can we actually
Hold
talk
on,
about
69. 69.
depends on the
That's not
pussy.
even a sex position.
Bullshit.
Is your dick going in your vagina? No.
No, but...
Foreplay discounting.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Foreplay doesn't count as a sex position.
Sexual.
It's not really a position.
It's more or less Karma Sutra at that point.
Oh.
Yeah.
As far as favorite sex position goes, this is Goutmister speaking. Doggy style or cowgirl is by far my 2 favorites.
I will give him a bro slap for cowgirl. My personal favorite one is reverse cowgirl when it comes to porn.
That's a good.
Watch her bounce around makes me happy.
I'd actually have to agree with Kanti on that.
Another bro slap. What's up?
I'm in full agreement with you.
Right
on
now,
that.
you know what's a good
Speaking
one?
of sex, hand me the hose.
Wait, what?
What was you saying, Spirax?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say the file, right?
Oh, that one doesn't work.
Doc, What?
The pile driver.
You know, don't know what that is. I don't know if I should go into explicit detail of explaining it.
I didn't hear what you said. All I heard was mumble jumble shit.
Oh, I said.
I have no idea what position that is, but
Oh, it's the one where you go.
is that like the old man position where he gets mad at kids being on his lawn? Is that the one that we're talking about?
That's the one we're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This one is
Yeah. It's pretty interesting when you know what you're doing.
I know why. Because
You gotta call that bitch macaroni a few times. Or blockhead.
Snap.
Well,
Like, why the fuck would you call your girlfriend Blockhead?
Anyways,
because when you
Oh, okay.
when you hit it, it's like hitting a piece of wood.
it's like
That's softball.
Oh yeah, yay! We're down to a single pipe now. Awesome.
That's not that bad.
Anyways, that's one topic down. Because I mean that was actually a pretty quick topic, to tell you the truth. Do we want to go back to the movies? Is possibly get a little bit more detail into the movies, or do we want to go to TV shows? Do we want to?
We can split her off into
games?
TV shows or games or music or even books.
I like to read books.
Yeah, the first one could be just like our likes, dislikes, and stuff like that. And from there, when we start doing our next podcast, we'll actually have a set like subject and stuff like that. Just right now, this is mostly just testing the waters to see how good their podcast will come out and stuff like that. Because if you haven't noticed, we're not using any gray A material or anything like that.
Satan, if you can give me a microphone, I will be your best friend. Till then, shut the fuck up.
But anyways, let's see. We can possibly go into TV shows.
Yes.
About what TV show. Should we start with old TV shows? Or should we start with recent new TV show that you like?
We'll start with old and work our way up to new.
All right, yeah. Okay, so Gal, what's your old one that you liked?
Favorite old TV show? I'm gonna have to say it's Sanford and Son. That show it would get me every time I watch it. It was really hilarious, especially for its time. Followed by All in the Family, even though it was slightly, well, I wouldn't even say slightly, it was borderline racist.
It was the 70s. It was okay.
But it was the 70s, and that was, unfortunately, the culture back then. But it was still a very good show. So, that would be me as far as the old shows go.
And the Satan here, and that would actually, I would actually agree with you on that. Those are the two ones that I actually watched, and I actually liked them.
Now, are we talking about live action shows or animated shows?
TV shows, ones that you would see in American TV, not you wouldn't necessarily go to in a local TV series and see anime. So we're mostly talking about.
Okay, so we're talking about live action.
Yeah, live action.
This is
Barney considered live action?
what?
Is Barney considered live action?
Yes.
Yes, sadly it is.
That's really weird, but let's.
You are willing to say that Barney was your favorite live action
No,
TV
what
show?
the hell? Fresh Prince of Bel Air was.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, Fresh Prince of Bel Air was great.
Yeah.
But Kanti, what was yours?
God, this sucks. Oh, I know which one. Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Oh my god.
How did I knew it was going to be a Star Trek?
Currently on season 6 of it after watching it 3 times already.
I'm watching Voyager, you fucking...
Oh, you want to debate Voyager now? Okay, we will get into that later. But my favorite TV show growing up was Star Trek: The Next Generation. I would do so many things to Diana Troy and Dr. Crusher.
Alright, so Sculpino, what would be your favorite old school TV show?
Hit much.
My favorite old school TV show would be called, what is it? I want to say it's called Sliders. No.
What's it about?
Sliders, it's like they're traveling through different dimensions and they keep landing in random dimensions.
Oh, okay.
Twilight Zone?
How old are we talking about?
90s. I can't think of what it's called.
90s? What?
Quantum Leap, that's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Quantum Leap. Yeah, I heard that one was actually pretty good. I never actually watched it, though.
What the hell's. What? So wait, it's like a show about people just going to different dimensions, just doing random.
Right, and they just keep finding fucked up shit until they're trying to get back to the their original dimension.
Basically, people that got lost in separate dimensions because
Right.
they fucked up somehow.
Right.
And the big conclusion at the end was it was God sending him back all the whole time.
No. There is one other one, the Stargate SG-1. That was pretty good.
All right, Spirax, what about you?
Oh, I like the Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone?
Yeah, it was always fun to watch.
That creepy ass show.
What's that?
So that creepy ass show. That was what was
Yeah,
it?
like, you know, like there's that one where I don't know. There's this guy that liked to chop off people's fingers to like place a bet. Like say he had like an old 1971 Corvette or some shit, and this kid really wanted it, and the bet was that if he could flick his lighter like I don't know 3 times or 10 times without it, you know, going out or not lighting, the dude would chop off your pinky, and then you lose the bet. So this kid flicked it like 10 times, and whatever, he won, got the Corvette, and then the wife goes like, "This is why I never gamble with my husband," and she's like missing like half her hand.
Oh, goddamn.
There was another series that was like it, except it was more, I guess you would say, kiddie-ish, more storytelling in a way. Tales from the Crypt is that one was actually.
You're probably thinking of
decent one.
Goosebumps.
Yep.
And
Gotta
Goosebumps.
mention them, man.
But Goosebumps came after Tales of the Crypt, and Tales of the Crypt wasn't as kiddish as Goosebumps is.
No, it was a little more on the adult side, but Tales from the Crypt was an incredible show. I loved that they had the Crypt Keeper as like your television host, and he'd introduce the different shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Now Goosebumps as well, even though it was a little more kiddie, it was really, really awesome.
Yeah, sadly though, they're starting to get rid of TV shows like that because apparently kids don't need to watch it no more. All right, so we went on the old ones.
If we're still continuing with TV shows, there's one that creeped me out. It was just, I swear to God, it is the creepiest show I've ever seen. Unsolved Mysteries with that narrator guy. Yeah.
That was actually.
I got a good story about it. I was a little kid. I'm terrified of gray aliens, like the little grays. So my dad bought a Halloween costume. I was watching Unsolved Mysteries, and I was going to bed. He busts into my room, turns on the light with the gray alien mask, and I swear I pissed myself. I hate my dad, by the way. I hope he's not listening.
Oh wow! All right, so now that's hilarious. So I think now we're gonna go ahead and venture into the most recent ones. It doesn't have to be new, as long as it's still running. I would say.
Aw, damn it.
Would you agree?
I would say something that isn't really old, but more recent. It could have just recently ended or ended a couple of years ago.
A 90s and above kind of thing.
I've kind of got one.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start off. To tell you the truth, the one that I like, the recent TV show, I actually have 2, but Mythbusters tops everything that I've seen so far.
Really?
Just because it does have a scientific aspect, but I like how they actually do show a lot of it, though. And they're not sitting there just for the science. They're sitting there actually testing stuff out that people would actually think about. Just random thoughts and stuff like that.
I do like Mythbusters as well. I'm not going to go with that, though. But what I do want to say about that is that Adam and the other guy, Jamie, they do a lot of things outside of the show that you have to kind of look up. They do tons of cool experiments and science stuff, as well as building projects that it just blows my mind to know what they do.
Adam has naked pictures on the internet. I've seen it. It's disgusting.
All right.
You know that. You just look up Mythbusters naked pictures.
We're talking about Kanti here, Spirax. Don't even ask.
I've seen things, man. Horrible things.
All right. So, Gout, what's your most recent TV show that you like?
My 2, honestly, favorite ones is gonna be the first one's gonna be House, all-time favorite TV show that I think I've ever seen. Even though a lot of people disagree with that, they say that after the 3rd season, it just falls off and loses it. But honestly, it kept me going all the way till the end, and I really wish it was still on the air. Really, I just wish he would keep doing stuff. As far as the second one goes, I have to say The Walking Dead. It just keeps me going.
I mean,
Really?
it's pretty good.
Have you read the comic though?
Yeah, I have read the comic, and
Okay.
it is very different. I'll give you that much, but it's still it's very entertaining.
Right. I don't know. I was a really big fan of the comic, right? And then I saw the show, and like the first season was like, all right, cool, it's like the comic. Second season came around, it's like, okay, it's a little like the comic. The third season came out, it's like, all right, what the hell is going on? Who the hell is this? What is this?
Okay.
Why is this happening?
If I remember right, at the third season, didn't they change directors or producers or something like that?
I
Because
believe
I thought
so.
that one guy got fired. Like, I don't remember who it was, so I'm crappy with names. And they threw somebody else in. I can't remember what it was.
I'm not really sure.
Anyways, it's something that possibly people can think of. The next person would be Skull Panda. What is your favorite, most recent TV show?
My favorite TV show, I'd have to go with Gald on this, is House. House was damn good. Very good show. Great writing and hilarious. But my more recent favorite show would have to be American Horror Story. I love American Horror Story.
I was waiting for someone to say that. That is my favorite.
That's
Hands
just
down.
Kanti getting angsty over there.
It's just my chair. I'm really just.
Go on a little bit of a limb here and say that aside from House, Hugh Laurie is just an incredibly talented guy, and anybody who's a fan of House should see some of his earlier work.
May I make one other show? Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad was really good.
I'm torn right between Breaking Bad and House. Like, they're so goddamn good. So fucking good.
Alright, so Kanti, what is your favorite recent TV show?
Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Okay, yeah.
Because he is an amazing scientist,
And controls the shit out of
and-
creationists.
and the whole controversy of having a creationist perspective of Cosmos is completely stupid. I can summarize the whole premise of them. God done did it. That will be every single episode if they had the perspective. Plus, during it, he's basically challenging that belief, and it was on Fox, which is a very conservative news network. So yeah.
So what was your second
My
one?
second favorite one, because you know how much I don't watch TV.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I'm torn between what's that show with Morgan Freeman narrates? It's on Science Channel.
Black Hole. Into the Black Hole.
No, it's not that. It's
Is it the universe thing?
How the Universe Works, I believe.
Yeah, how the universe works for me.
And another good science show is on the Science Channel is The Prophets of Science Fiction. Oh my god. H.G. Wells is my favorite author of all time, and that was an amazing episode.
Sweet. Now, Spirax, did we get to you yet? I don't think we have. So you go ahead and tell us your two recent favorite TV shows.
American Horror Story, that's definitely one.
Nice.
Alright. What's your next one?
I don't really watch much TV.
You're talking to like 2 or 3 different people who don't.
Yeah. Right?
Watches
I have to
TV.
say Hannibal. Yeah. Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Hannibal? Is that what you said?
Hannibal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hands down.
Okay. I'm actually quite surprised none of y'all said Game of Thrones or something like some of the bigger good monsters out
Because
there.
we don't want to watch penises every 10 seconds.
I wasn't waiting.
Incest rape.
I actually spoke with somebody who likes Game of Thrones, and he says there's a lot of naked scenes, but there's not a lot of weighing in it apparently.
Well,
Yeah,
There's
that's
not
true.
there's more than the average, but it's not a lot.
Right.
I mean, it's not like every 2 minutes is like, hey, let me pull this out real quick, show y'all, or something like that.
I mean,
like we say it is.
Honestly, the opening scene in the movie that I was talking about earlier, Much Ado About Nothing, there's a lot of naked men, but you don't really see any naked women, which, I mean, it is William Shakespeare, but...
Anyways,
Wiener, wiener, wiener.
Followed by another wiener.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I've not seen Game of Thrones, and this is going to kill you, Gal, but I've not seen Breaking Bad either.
Oh, you really need to. Also, South Park. Who doesn't like South Park?
Yeah, that's the issue. I mean,
People who
Hold
don't
on.
have senses of humor.
real quick, Tom Cruise and Tug Tug.
What do you mean?
What?
No, that's hilarious. I'm just saying it's fucking hilarious.
Wilson.
Oh, I was gonna say, Tosh.0.
Gosh,
Yeah.
I've actually got to see more.
Some of his earlier stuff is better, in my opinion. Like, his earlier seasons are funny.
All
People
right.
call him mean, but I think he's hilarious.
Well.
So many gay jokes. So many.
gay jokes.
Yeah, I have like a feeling in the back of my mind. Like, possibly be gay.
No,
Or
he's just playing it up for money and dick in his ass, whatever it
That's
takes.
a possibility. I mean, but even then, if he was gay, I mean,
The Kanti
does
Show
that
does
make
not-
him any worse?
The Kanti Show, the opinions of the people on here represent their own opinions. So if you're homosexual and get offended, okay. That's all I gotta
mean,
say.
That's the thing. I don't think anybody, at least in this room, I don't know about Spirax. I don't think anybody actually has any issue against gay people. And stop pointing at me, Kanti. Anyways, there's like we don't hate them. We're not gonna sit here and start rallying to go against them or anything.
To simplify what he's trying to say, nobody here is homophobic.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
All the damn
Yes.
Christians.
Yes, we're not scared of gay people because that.
But
makes no
Christians
fucking
are
sense.
apparently.
Christians are, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright.
Maybe religion will be on a later topic.
Yeah, religion's
so
gonna be on
We'll
definitely
try to
a
stay
later
away
topic.
from our
Let's not
views
do
of.
that. Your Kanti start ranting about it.
No political,
Yeah.
no religion.
No lore discussions on how much it pisses me off in World of Warcraft RP. We'll have that as a separate discussion.
Later on, Kanti will be doing his own single podcast about religion and politicians. So-
No, it was just me ranting on webcam with my little grimy guy as the face, because I don't want my face to be shown on the internet.
Alright, so
Yeah, no.
to try to get this back on track and rolling, let's go to favorite bands and music genre. So,
That's not even one.
Skull Panda, go ahead and start with your favorite artist or band, followed by your favorite genre.
Favorite band would go to Fuel, and I do of the grunge or post-grunge. I do like that era. 90s rock in general.
Satan?
Me, I would actually have to say Disturbed, and I'm a person, I'm not picky. I kind of like almost all genres, so it's not really the favorite one out there for me.
Spirax?
Man, you're gonna ask me this. I'm a big, music fan. I like Army of the Pharaohs, which I don't know if you guys know what that is. That's
Sounds
underground
familiar.
hip hop.
Okay.
I also like Korn a lot. It's a great band. Genres. I like I think Satan said.
Yeah, basically, you like almost everything. There's not really much that you really hate on separate genres.
No.
All right, Kanti, what about yours?
Favorite band. I would say Korn, because I grew up listening to them. I've been a big fan of Slipknot. My types of music I like is new metal, like the new metal to hard to maybe death metal. It just depends on the artist. But basically anything that's not country, gospel. That's about it. Country and gospel. I just
Really quick
can't stand
question to your genres. Does alternative metal fit in with new metal?
It would depend on the band. Like when I think of new metal, I think of like Korn, Linkin Park, Slipknot. Like they have like a rap style to them, but
With
it's
that
still rock.
alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Alright, so as far as me, Goutmister here, I think my favorite, and I wouldn't even really classify it as a band, more just of an artist, and that would be Eminem. Eminem, Slim Shady, really, I've loved all of his stuff from the get-go.
Pre-rehab Eminem, I would agree to.
Yeah.
Well, Rehab, there's some good songs on there, but even stuff after is really good. As well as Korn. And the reason I say Korn, kind of give a little more explanation for it, they've done all sorts of styles. They don't just specifically stick to the rock or the hard rock. They actually do delve into other things. As far as favorite genre, it's kind of split between rap and hard rock.
Yarp.
Yarg.
So,
All right. So what's the next thing? What's the next topic? We've done
Next
movies,
topic.
TV shows,
Video
music.
games? Favorite
Video games we could do. The small issue I have with video games though is I have a lot that I like. I don't
So we
necessarily
could
have
do-
a single favorite.
We could
Come on,
do.
we're all gamers in here. Let's not lie. We're gonna
Yeah.
have, like,
Right.
what's a video game? I don't understand. Like,
Shut the fuck up.
I have no clue what a game is. I
you
sit
don't
here and
know-
just angst all
you don't know
day.
what video of game is? No.
Okay, so here's what we could do. We could do one of our favorite old school video games that we really enjoyed, followed by a newer video game that we really enjoy. But the thing is we have to exclude MMORPGs.
Fuck you.
The main reason I say that is because it's a broad spectrum, and pretty much anybody that goes to that is going to say World of Warcraft or Guild Wars, something of that sort. Some people will go with the free to play, and don't get me wrong, some of them are decent, but I want to exclude that.
Okay.
All right.
I can understand that.
So Kanti, you start off first. What's your favorite old game, and what's your favorite new
What
game?
do you define as old game?
like
A thing that's been
Super
out,
Nintendo?
so it's basically
Something that you kind of
anything-
grew up playing.
Okay,
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Okay.
yeah, damn
Alright.
good
Really,
game.
really good game.
Alright.
Followed by a newer game.
that you like.
You would ask that.
That'd be anything like 95 and above.
That I can, like, sit and just spend hours enjoying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be that boring guy and say Civilization 5.
Alright.
Alright,
That was a good game.
Because you ruled out MMOs, and I consider Minecraft as an MMO because you play it with people. So,
Technically true, but
yeah, but I will save Civilization 5 because I can own anybody, even as Gandhi, because I'm king.
Well, isn't that the actual newest one that's just came out?
No, there's a newest one called After Earth, and I want to get because it looks amazing.
Okay. All right. Skull Panda.
My favorite retro game ever would have to go to it'd have to go to Yoshi's Island. I love Yoshi's Island. The art style, it's just beautiful and it's hilarious. It's just fun to play.
Childhood memories.
Exactly.
Music
It was pretty
was
much my childhood in a nutshell.
Yeah.
More recent game?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go with the original Crisis because I like the open world aspect and I like it as a technical showpiece. It's just fun and beautiful to play.
All right, Goutmister.
as far as like old school, it's kind of torn between two. Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII. Yes, I'm a Final Fantasy fanboy.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Who isn't actually?
Both, I mean, most recent Final Fantasy games have been a total letdown for me. There's no really good story, and yes, the graphics are, really pretty, but what you make up for in graphics, you lose in story, obviously, and most producers have not caught on to that idea. Like, oh, hey, let's make this game really pretty, but we don't have any story. So that's my personal opinion on that. But torn between those two, Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII. As far as something newer goes, I'm gonna have to probably say BioShock Infinite. It was a really good game. I loved it. I probably spent maybe 50 hours in replay.
May I add something?
Really?
Sky racism.
Really quick. May I add something to your BioShock Infinite?
Go ahead.
Amazing storytelling.
Yeah.
I cannot get over how good the storytelling is and the character development. It's incredible.
That
The
ending.
gameplay,
though, that
gameplay is a little. The gameplay, if you played any other FPS, it's a little generic. But the story development or storytelling and character development is what drives that game. It's beautiful.
Kanti, did you play BioShock Infinite?
No, because I don't torrent games and I'm too poor to buy them. So
Lies. Anyways,
That's
that's the thing. When I play BioShock Infinite, at the ending, was I the only one that do it twice because I didn't exactly grasp it the first time?
Yeah,
Satan,
I
you
think
don't grasp anything. So just don't lie to us.
Anyways, because that's the thing. The first time I played through, I was sitting there going, "Wait a minute, this is how it ends? Did I miss something here?" And I ended up having to play it twice because it's just I was confused on why that ending was that way.
Real quick, I just want to say I want to make
Spoilers.
one change to my recent favorite video game. Actually, the Bioshock series, because technically Bioshock Infinite is technically connected to the first two, and
Yeah.
I love the universe and story. So.
What? No Lego Batman?
Lego Batman. Me, this is Satan here. My old, it's not as old as what everybody else has kind of mentioned, but my old one was Soldier of Fortune 2 Double
Nice.
Helix.
Oh, that game was sick.
That it was
Fucking
awesome,
glory.
man. It
Wow,
was
wow!
glorious
Soldier
hell.
of Fortune says Satan SOF2. I could not
I
not
know,
imagine
right?
that.
You couldn't imagine what my old favorite game would be. My newer favorite game, though, that one is kind of hard because there has been some that's actually came out pretty good. CS Source was good. That's just in the FPS aspect. There was a couple of RPG aspect ones that came out, but I think are MMO like. Oh man. But I think the CS Source, when it first came out, I think was probably one of the best ones that I liked when it first came out. Other than that, that's basically about the only one that I liked.
Time?
Yeah, we're the time, and we're getting pretty close to the end of the show. But you know what? This is our first episode. We'll go until we get tired of it. So yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we'll go here pretty until we actually run out of topics that we want to talk about or something like that.
Well, let's just go ahead and do one final topic.
But
and-
Spirax didn't give his favorite game.
Oh yeah,
series.
that's right. Spirax, go ahead and go.
And old school and new.
Alright, so old school, I'd have to say Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
That beats everything for me, considering I beat the damn game 12 times. Yeah, I know that's a little overboard, but yeah, I was a little bored kid when I was younger. And for newer games, well, I'm not gonna say this is one of my favorites, but this is one of my favorite game. But this is one of my favorites. I really enjoyed Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3.
Yeah.
How was that? I never got to play it.
It is amazing. I love it.
Dynasty Warriors. What?
You know, like, okay, think about it this way. You know how in number 1 you can only have Wing 0 and F Beyond? Number 2 comes around, you only can have Wing fucking 0 and F Beyond. Number 3 comes around, you have Wing 0, F Beyond, Toggies 2, you got Death Scythe Hell, you got Heavy Arms. Out of all fucking people, why would Heavy Arms be in there? He's epic. All he does is shoot shit, and the entire stage gets wiped out. You got people from MS-08 in the fucking game, to people from 00 Gundam, that Exia Teleport, whatever the hell Gundam that is. But it's a really good game. You can rank up your robots or whatever, giving them more damage and heat and whatnot. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's a pretty good game.
Yeah, it does sound like it's pretty good. I didn't even know they made a Gundam edition at all.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh.
I would like to say that my second favorite one would probably be a Daisy. I'm not talking about Daisy standalone. That fucking
Shut up and
model
eat your
runner.
beans.
Shut up and eat your beans. Give me your beans, fool. I'm talking about the old Daisy, and although I will say the old Daisy is also a running simulator, it
Right.
seemed to have a little bit more of a danger aspect to it. The zombies were kind of messed up, but them zombies being messed up and fast like that made it actually worried.
But then
The
again,
standalone version,
I
you
thought we
hardly
were not
see
going
the
to talk
zombies.
about MMOs or games like that.
really quick,
That's the thing. Daisy isn't necessarily a MMO. It is a limited space server. Whereas an
Massively
MMO would have
multiplayer online and
massively multiplayer
Yeah.
online.
That tastes like shit.
Well,
Ugh.
that's the thing. MMOs are like 80 people plus is what I would suggest, because even then, if it was like 65 players or something like that, that would still be considered. They would be considered an MMO. But Daisy and like Arma 2 that it runs on isn't considered an MMO.
Right.
Okay, so we'll move on a little bit here. We'll go to the worst game, and then what we'll do is we'll tie this up since we're getting close here. We'll tie it up with our favorite book series. and then we'll just end our podcast. So as far as worst game goes, Satan, go ahead and go with yours.
Worst game that I've actually played, I would have to say Crysis 3. I loved the first one. It was great. The second one was a little bit meh. The third one is just it just seemed like it was kind of rushed, the story-wise. The story-wise was rushed. It wasn't going anywhere that you would thought the first one would have led it to. And it seemed like it was just, hey, here's pretty graphics, go away.
Really quick, is it me? Maybe it's just me, but it felt like Crysis 2 reskinned in grass and foliage everywhere. It felt, yeah, I agree with you, it felt rushed. Crysis 2 or 3 was...
Alright, Gal, what about you? Oh, Skull Panda, sorry.
The worst game?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The worst game I played was probably, give me a second. I'm trying to think. Sorry. Worst game.
Okay, as far as worst game, I'll go ahead and go. This is Goutmister. I've already mentioned how much I didn't care for the recent Final Fantasy games, so I'll kind of veer off from that. I'd probably have to go with something a little more recent. The White Witch was not a very good game in my personal opinion, but it tried a little too hard as far as incorporating your own character. I know a lot of people really enjoyed it, but me, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. Ready?
Yeah, I've got one now. For me, I hate to say it, like, Final Fantasy 13. It was just terrible. No matter what they did, like, it just felt like a shitty reimagining of 7. Especially the first game. It was just terrible. And the gameplay, the battle system, why could I only control one character within my whole party while the rest of the party members made stupid-ass decisions that fuck up the battles? It was retarded. It was just stupid.
I agree. They really did. They've messed up Final Fantasy so much, and I'm hoping they
saga.
If I may put an ad in here, the new Final Fantasies that are coming out, there's one called Explorers for the 3DS.
Which actually looks pretty cool.
Amazing.
It looks like old school Crystal Chronicles.
Yes.
Well, that's dumb.
And then there's the other one coming out for the Xbox One and the PS4. By the way, this is Spirax. Call it XP. I don't know what fucking number it is now. If it's 14 or 15 or 37 Final Fantasy.
Probably.
That one looks really good. And it's not like, turn-based, where it's like, oh, you want to do magic now? No. It's more like you want to attack, okay, you go run up on that guy and start attacking him and teleport around. That one looks pretty interesting. I don't know if you saw that, but it's cool.
Is it the one that's been hyped over for years and years and years?
Most likely, yes.
I think it's
Not Type 0, is it?
Wasn't it originally called 13 Verses or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
And now it's
that's
Final
not the
Fantasy
one.
14.
I think that's like the mature audience one. No, it's a new one that I recently heard of.
Oh, okay.
The Versus-
Just look up Final Fantasy XP.
Yeah,
Number. I know that for a fact, but I'm just too tarded to realize what number it is.
well, I think the Versus was more of a fighting than actual like a Final Fantasy game, if I remember right, wasn't it?
Hmm?
Oh well. Anyways, Spirax, you didn't give your the ones that you liked in the past, did you?
No, I do not. There is one. I do not remember the name.
What was it about?
It was like, you know what? I see it in my head, and it was so horrible that it makes me angry to think about it. So I'm going to a different one. But there was this one that I thought, okay, you guys ever play Phantasy Star Online?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Game, right? I don't know if you guys like it or not, but I personally think it's a great game. There's another version that they made of it. It was called Phantasy Star Online 6. And from what not 6, sorry. I thought it was 6. I'm looking at a number that says 6. It's Phantasy Star Online 3. And at first I thought it was going to be like the same way you fight monsters and stuff. No, it's not. It's apparently a fucking card game and you're running around placing cards on the ground to kill monsters.
Ah, okay. Did you go ahead and give out your favorite newer one?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get people
Okay,
raging.
yeah.
He said the Gundam whatever. This is Kanti here, and I kind of snuck away to use the restroom. It's all good here. I would say while taking a piss, Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh god.
Oh,
Dude,
that's your
that-
worst one, right?
That's my worst game I've ever played. That's the only game I ever purchased on Steam that I played it for about maybe a few hours when it first came out, and immediately uninstalled it because it was just horrible.
It's depressingly bad because, like, the history behind it, it's really depressing to see it come out the way it did.
Right. It's just...
And it-
Yeah.
I'm very open-minded when it comes to gaming. I kind of chuckled at the pee scene. I chuckled that you can pick up poo and fling it. You can draw boobs. But what really got me was the only weapon that I was able to use was the shotgun, and you had a rocket launcher. You can only keep two weapons on you, so it was either shotgun, rocket launcher, and it's just fuck that game. It's a piece of shit. I know it took 13 years to develop or whatever, but no, just no.
It was more like 13 years forgotten and 3 months developed because that was another rush project that should have never been made.
Really quick,
Gearbox.
speaking of development hell and games that took forever to make, Aliens Colonial Marines.
Oh.
Just as
Don't even-
terrible.
Don't know.
Just as fucking terrible.
I don't even think we need to put that as one of our least favorite ones because I think everybody freaking hates that game.
It's terrible.
And people, I mean, heck, people even reported that they got scammed for it, but we did get everybody right.
Yep.
Well, so we basically got everybody on that. The next one I believe you said we were going to do was the favorite books, right?
Favorite book series.
Or we're going to do the less favorite books or just the favorite book series?
We could do favorite followed by less.
Like,
Because we're running out of time.
Quick question.
Okay, so
Can manga/comic books be included with?
As long as it's a series.
yeah, as
Okay.
long as
Which-
as long as it's a series and it contains more than one book per se.
Does it have to be book series or can it just be individual book?
Book series.
Is book
Yeah.
series.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start off saying here, the best book series that I've actually read probably would be, and it's generic. Everybody else likes it. It's Lord of the Rings. That is one of the ones that I've recently read. That is actually awesome.
You read?
Yeah, I do read. Sadly, I read mostly mangas and stuff like that. But hey, pretty pictures. But mostly, I just say Lord of the Rings actual book series would be one of my favorite ones. All right, my least favorite ones. That one's actually kind of hard because I'm a person that I don't read it unless I know for a fact I'm gonna like it. So that one I'm actually gonna go ahead and just leave in the air because I've not really read one that I have not disliked so far. So Gout, what next one is you?
I've got two favorites, honestly. First one, huge Harry Potter fan. I love reading the books.
Sorry, I had out there a little bit.
Hey man, I grew up reading it. I loved it. It's the second one is going to be a book that most people probably don't know. It's by Lawrence Watt Evans, and there's 3 books in the series, and it's Dragon Weather, Dragon Venom, and Dragon Society. Really, really, really good books. Least favorite, Twilight.
Aw, you took mine. I got another book series, don't worry about it.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and go with Kanti next.
I really don't read book series, I read individual novels, so my best book series that I've sat down and read through, Animorphs.
Oh.
Animorphs.
That's a funny one.
I felt compelled whenever that kid turned into a slug. I really did, but no, I really don't have a good favorite book series. Like FLCL the manga. If Gal would ever let me borrow the 2 books, but he won't because he's an ass. But my worst book series ever, Left Behind. My God, that is shit. It is the worst crap I've ever read.
Wow.
And I want to see it with Nicolas Cage, just to hammer in that.
What's just with you and Nicholas?
It's Nicolas Cage,
I
who...
feel like if he burst through the door right now while we're having this podcast, you're like, excuse me, friends.
I will probably knock over the hookah, push Satan's fat ass out of the way, and just give him a big hug and then stab him in his back.
Aww.
All right. Well,
Watch out, Nicolas Cage.
Watch out. All right.
Please come on the show.
The next person that we go ahead and go with is Skull Panda.
Alright. My favorite actual novel series, I think it's Assassin something. I can't think of what it's called.
Assassin's Creed?
No. It's like Assassin's Creed, but I can't think of what it's called. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I don't remember. I'll just say my favorite comic book series. Favorite comic books would have to be the X-Men series from the 90s. I love the X-Men 90s.
I'm not gonna really credit because that's a comic, but I'll go ahead and give it to you anyway.
It's bound in a very thick book. It will count.
It will count. Anyway.
Okay, favorite novel actually, Dune.
No.
I do love Dune.
Talk about series.
All about that
It's not a
spice.
series, but it's cool.
Dune
So
is
anyways,
pretty damn
your
good.
least. What's your least
Least
book
favorite,
series?
And before Bible.
It's going to be a manga, and I'm going to have to say I cannot fucking stand Love Hina or Love Hina, however it's pronounced.
I love Hina.
Ugh, it's terrible. It's
Love
Hina.
like it's fucking terrible. I cannot stand it.
You read the manga?
Yes, it's ugh.
Love Hina. I'm trying to remember.
It's a harem anime.
Where the kid stuck in the
He runs a boarding house.
house with all the bathtub or hot tub bullshit. It's retarded.
Yeah, they're all like wolves or something.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
just
Oh My
stupid.
Goddess, but worse.
Oh my goddess. Oh my goddess, Ayoriyashi. There's a bunch of them out there.
Yeah, I know.
Tenchi
I think I'm pretty sure I've seen it before.
Ooh,
or read
Tenchi
it
Muyo
before.
is great though.
Really quick,
Tenchi Muyo is awesome.
best manga. I have to give Angel Sanctuary. It is incredible.
Yeah. All right, Spirax, your
Spirax.
next person. What's your most favorite book series and least favorite book series?
Alright, I got the one that I've been reading now. I guess it's a manga though. It's called Blue Exorcist. I really enjoyed that one.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And then I got what else is there? Project Arms. I really enjoyed that one. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but
Sounds familiar.
it's great.
It sounds familiar, but
I
I can't say I've
It's
read it.
great. Shit.
So what's your least favorite?
Who said Twilight?
Yeah.
Gal.
Oh, no, there's another one. I kind of read this one for like a little bit, and then I kind of just threw the book at the wall. With Aragon.
Aragon?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really like that.
Okay.
Didn't like
Yeah.
it?
I don't know. It was like a big purple dragon. I thought it was like, to me, it looked like Barney with wings.
Well, it is young. It is young adult. So I mean,
Yeah, you got to give it. If it's aiming for young adult, you're reading it as an adult, you're not going to find it that appealing.
Yeah.
And Twilight was mostly aimed for little teenage girls, so us being adult men, I don't think we're going to really run into that issue of liking it.
40-year-old
least-
moms.
at least with Twilight, I actually read all 4 books before saying, "Fuck."
I just wasted my time. Why
Yeah.
the hell did I read that?
I fucking
Wait,
hate you
no,
for
did
doing
you
that.
really read all 4 books?
Do what?
You read all 4 books?
I had to. I couldn't just
Weren't
stop.
you dating a chick that was like really? Oh wait, that was me. Never mind. Aw.
All right.
I was forced to hear it. I was in a car while I was moving. She was going.
All right. So
Therapy.
I guess that's basically all we got for right now. We did our movies, TV shows, anime. The anime subject, though, I think we would probably expand on later on. We'll probably have a podcast
Right.
of just anime because anime is like a massive thing. So
Well-
is movies and TV shows. But,
We'll have something very special during that.
Yeah.
We'll afterwards when this is not recording, we'll speak about
yeah,
it.
we'll
with,
speak about it. We'll do a
Spirax.
little more planning on that one.
But,
then we ran into the music, and then we possibly ran into our books. I would say this podcast is mostly just about what we like, getting to know us a little bit better. I mean,
Right.
obviously you're not gonna, be able to tell how we are between our likes and dislikes, but From that, unless anybody else really has anything else to say, anybody want to add anything or like a goodbye message? Or
I'll do the goodbye message.
All right. Well, Kanti's handling the
So,
goodbye message.
everybody
want to say
stay-
anything?
I mean, I have something to say. I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
I agree.
And all you brothers cannot deny.
Cannot
Gals.
deny.
Damn straight.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna keep going with that, but I just wanted to say that it'd be nice if anybody stuck out with this. Thank you, and if you could give us any specific topics to talk about, that'd be really awesome because we just kind of sit around and bullshit. But it would be nice to hear from some people as far as what they'd like us to cover. We could do a whole podcast about a specific topic and kind of expand upon it. We can do reviews on certain things. Pretty much anything you guys can come up with, we'll try to cover it.
Put it in the comments, other than first or that you sound gay or shitty audio. Just put down in the
Shitty
comments.
audio.
Put
You
in
guys
the
are
comments
faggots.
whatever you guys want, like talk about.
You guys are
So-
fat nerds.
Yeah.
Um,
so
Make fun of my laugh. That sounds
yeah, or make fun of.
Yeah,
our voices or
hopefully
anything like
we'll
that.
be eventually getting a little bit better mic.
Yeah,
at least
we're-
like a room standing mic.
We're
like
currently
stereo.
using a webcam, so yeah, good for the webcam. And I don't know. I don't know what the hell Spirax is using. A potato, I guess. I don't know.
Probably
It's actually
from what I
an
sound.
apple, sir. Thank you.
It's a what? An apple? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not a banana, but yeah.
All right. Well,
Banana goes in other
anything, Skullpen?
applications.
I'm up for talking about whatever.
Oh,
I
well,
just leave some
I
suggestions.
think Skull Panda's here is like not listening to half of what we're saying, so we're just gonna go ahead and end that.
All right. I am the infamous Kanti.
I am Goutmister.
I am Satan SOF2.
I'm Scopen.
And I'm Spirax.
Thank you all for listening to the Kanti Show. I hope to hear from you guys very soon. Peace. Bye.